everyone. Today we're going to talk about approaching your B-list. I recently was sent a message on Facebook from a low B-list acquaintance checking interest for a different MLM opportunity. Her message read, "Take a look at this 2-minute video. Seriously, it's so simple." After not responding to her original message, I received a second message 1 day later, reading, "I was just checking in to see if you had a minute to watch the video. Right now, they have a lifetime $25 membership until January 7th. I'm not trying to be pushy, I just wanted to show you this amazing opportunity. Please feel free to ask me questions, or if you are ready to sign up, I can send you the link." So why doesn't this work? This doesn't work because there's no connection. This person has no idea what's going on in my life and if I was even looking for an opportunity. Always remember that our business is not a PV business. It is not a product business. It is a people business. In the book, The Art of Dealing with People, the author is talking about how people have personalities and uniqueness. Because people have uniqueness, he says that this is why we cannot treat people as machines, as numbers, or as masses and get away with it. Every effort that has been made to deprive humans of this individual worth has failed. And in business terms, treating people like a number and spamming them will straight not work. In the audio, Are You Connecting?, which I highly recommend, Matt Grotwald says that if a conversation is about connection, building a bridge from me to you, say the bridge necessitates 100 yards in distance, most people are building the bridge 70 yards and saying that I'll jump the other 30. So with everything I talk about today, think about connection. If you have been in the business for a few days or even a few weeks, your upline has more than likely talked to you about building a list. And they've probably broken the list down into 3 groupings: your A list, B list, C list. Tonight, we're going to just touch on your A and C list, and we'll hone in on your B list a little more deeply. Your A list, who are they? Those closest to you who already have trust built. How do you connect with them? Well, you already know what they do and you know why they do it. So use this to your advantage. Your goal is to show them how they can get what they want through what we do. An example could be a close friend in financial trouble. Ask, "Hey, if I knew of a way to help you get out of your financial situation, would you be interested in learning more?" Connect the dots for them. When it comes to your C list, those are the people that you don't know yet, but that you'll meet along the way while in business. When connecting with them, you're investigating their work ethic and their level of ambition, and you're uncovering why they do what they do and what they see for their future. The goal, if there's a connection made, promote the system. If a deep enough connection is made or is not made, then exchange information with the intention of future networking. What happens a lot of times when we get to our B list is we get overly ambitious. And what typically happens is we bum rush our list and blast out a candid message on Facebook, LinkedIn, or some other platform that we justify to ourselves that it's personalized by changing and reconstructing the opening sentence for each person. I personally remember doing this when I first got started because I wanted to crush my successes for the week. And in my mind, if I was going to be efficient, why do 10 successes if I could do 30? The problem is that it's not about how many successes you have, it's about how many people you register. So today, I don't beat myself up about holding myself to some astronomical success number. I hold myself accountable to the number of quality conversations that I have. And I'm learning more and more every day just how precious our B list is. I actually believe that our B list is just like creme luxe, and it's worth its weight in gold. Our last 4 personal legs have come from our B list. The Cossacks went platinum off their B list, and Mark has made the comment many times that it's much easier to build a solid team from your B list rather than purely C. So your B list, who are they? They're your acquaintances. They're probably the majority of the people that you know. People in your phone, on Facebook, LinkedIn, really any social platform out there. How do you connect with them? Be you. How did you talk to people before the business? Be an information seeker. Ask questions, then ask more questions, and then still ask more questions. Unstir what covers people. Here is a list and an example of some questions that are easy ways to start a conversation with someone on your B list. For example, what are you up to these days? Where are you working? Where are you living? I see that you moved to X. When did you move? Are you still playing volleyball, violin, running, etc.? Something that you know that person does in their personal life. After that, take these questions and go 2 to 3 layers deeper. Seek to really understand the first question that you asked. What you will find is that people will start to reciprocate your questions. 90% of the time, they will eventually start asking about your life. If someone asks what I'm doing, where I'm working, etc., I typically respond like, I recently got a promotion at work as the national category manager. My husband Zach left the corporate world a little over a year ago and started a marketing agency. We also own an online business that we build together part-time. Life is full, but we love it. Then I transition it back to them. And this whole time, I've kept it vague. I'm not trying to spill my guts on this person. I'm trying to uncover their inquisitiveness. So I transition it back to them. By this point, I already know what they're doing for work. I will use a similar phrase I have heard Mark reference. So what's the long-term plan? To run the entire sales department? To start your own consulting company? To become the CEO? I make a statement that in their mind is more than likely way above what their mind is focused on. But what it will do is that it'll identify, is this person ambitious? Do they have bigger goals? What are they trying to accomplish? If the person asks me more about our business, I will let them know who we are working with and I will promote the system. But I will not ask them the question. That wasn't their question. It's like somebody asking you, how was your day today? And you responding, I was thinking about next Christmas. Do you think that you'll want a red or blue sweater? How weird is that? Once you promoted the system, this lets you gauge their level of ambition. Do they dig deeper or do they just let it go? Sometimes the other person will not allow the conversation to go deep enough to ask the question without being awkward, and that's okay. More than likely, they're not the caliber of person that you want to sponsor. And if that is the case, I won't even ask the person the question. Now, if it has gone deep enough, then after a number of messages back and forth, I will ask the question by tying it back to something that person has mentioned earlier. For example, when I finally ask the question, I know you are keeping your options open to move into a new direction in your career. I'm curious, while you are doing that, are you keeping your options open to diversify or create extra income? The reason I ask is in our online business, we are looking to start working with 2 to 3 more sharp, ambitious, and entrepreneurial people. You clearly embody all 3 of those qualities in your work with your fashion design. Up until this point, I have been genuine, inquisitive, and an asking machine. I know this person's level of ambition and where they're trying to take their life. Through this process, even if the person is a no, most every person has been super grateful for the connection and they have asked to stay in touch. And I personally feel good about our connection and the value that I have contributed to this person's life. So going back to the beginning, you can see that this process is not about speed. It's all about connection. It takes organization and time to develop. And at the end of the day, we're not fighting for successes, we're fighting for connections that lead to registrations. So before changing your process or your game plan, chat with your upline. But no matter who you are talking with, value connection over a number every day.